Good evening, my name is Kaiyrzhan and today is a 9th week report of the Better Career in SDU. So we continue the topic of cars and automation of the process of work of drivers in the workflow. This topic is tracking the location of cars during working hours to improve control of the workflow. As you understand, our company has several cars that are used in connection with production needs. It happens that sometimes it's difficult to keep track all drivers. Some may go about their own business during the working day, and constantly calling them and asking for their location causes the risk of the incident on the road, as we distract them, drawing attention to ourselves. So there is a question of trust and distrust of the employee, because we have already been cased to absenteeism also before I came to work. Drivers simply answered in messengers or answered calls and saying that they were going on this that businesses, but they're spending time in some cafe by drinking a cup of tea, for example. And so this is a situation, this is a problem. And so how to track the employees, right? And leading question, is it possible to install a certain car surveillance system? And answer is yes. And you may not believe me, but I found the answer to it last year. My friend was participated in a project in which he developed a tracking system that allows remote monitoring of the location of employees, for example, objects, goods, and so on. In general, Kazakhstan GPS tracking, but by the way, they focused on installing trackers on loading wagons, but this is not so important. It turned out that they never expanded their project on the local market, and so I started for searching other options. So I found the company Violon, and it turns out they have bunch of features besides the location report. For example, you can set the initial mileage of the car, and the tracker itself counts the revolutions, showing the real mileage. And for example, you can view the entire route history of the car for a certain day or week or a month. And we immediately signed a contract with this company for the provision of services, putting trackers on several of our machines, autos, to look at the processes in test mode. So the management liked the result, and I was glad because I managed to automate another racing big workflow. Thank you all, and that's all for